if you don't have a woodworking bench, then you're missing out on a luxury. I've been always using like whatever, like two I don't even know what you call them now. Anyway, setting up pieces of wood on A-frames and whatnot. Working on tables that weren't even, like welds in them, and pieces, they're metal and you can't really work on them. Trying to find places to clamp down, get a clamp so you can clamp something down so you can work on it. And the luxury of making your own table and drilling holes where you want them and the size you want and everything you want, I realize now is like, man, this is so much better than trying to find a place to throw a piece of wood on to work on. Right now I'm drilling some holes in the side. I got those 3 drilled. I got some top holes drilled. I'm not gonna make this thing Swiss cheese. I'm just making it so where my holdfast can go, it can swivel and go in between. I gotta get some more settling because I think I ran out. I've made one of these, but I got a metal to make like 4 or 5 more. I'm gonna make some longer ones. I'm gonna make them like so if I make some drawers or something, I can hammer these into the drawers to hold them, whatever, it's just, I'm gonna make them as I go. But right now I need another one of these about the same length. And then this has like a 7-inch stretch. And all you do is you heat them up, bend them, and then flatten it in. But you got to make sure it's parallel with the table, so when it sits down there, it holds a piece of wood. So I got to make another one like this, and I love it because all you got it's smack and go. There ain't no places to try to find a corner to clamp onto. It's freaking great. And I'm doing it with this. This is my hole driller. Just 2 2x4s. Drilled a 3/4 inch hole on a drill press. Now I got to clamp it down on the side here because I held it on the top, and it works great. I tried it with one, but I think you gotta really make sure this is a tight because I think my first hole I drilled with the drill press was kind of I don't know. I think I didn't hold it down. It might have got loose. I can't remember what it was. This time I clamped it down and made sure this is a nice tight fit for this 3/4 inch. I mean there is a little slop, but the farther you get in, it's good. And as far as my holdfast, the first hole I drilled, see it's got a little slop. Now the second holes I've drilled, not as much slop. Well, that's all there is to trying to find a straight way to drill it. Now this 1.5 inch might not be enough. I might have to put a board behind it, glue it behind it or something. But I'm not going to do it in the winter. I'm not going to take this up. I had to glue this together in my house. I'm not taking it up there again. I'll just have to wait till summer comes. But I did one already, and I in fact, I held this in place with the holdfast. After I drilled the hole, I said, well, I wonder if this 1.5 inches will hold it. And it did. Whether it will or for sure or not, I don't know. But I'm drilling this so I can put these down here like this. Then I'm going to run a board across here. And I still got these middle holes to drill. And then I got these. What I'm doing is I'm going to plane down these edges of these boards. I got this one right here, needs planed down a little bit to get them square. And so I'm going to put a board down here on the bottom. Goes all the way across from one of these holders. I mean, I don't even. They got a name for them. I'm not used to this because I've never had a woodworking bench before. But anyway, I'm going to put a board across here. I'm going to set this board down on it, or these boards down on it, and I could set it anywhere. I could set it anywhere along this, and then when I put the board up against here, I'll use like probably the center holes or something like that, and put my hold fast in, slam it in, and then I might have to make another a wooden plug or something to put in here because I only got these two holders. I can't bench stop. I might have to put a wooden dowel in. I think I got a 3/4 inch wooden dowel, but anyway, that's where it's at. It's pretty easy to do this. It just takes time and a place to do it. But as far as the after effect where they're having, just even this is only like a 23.5 inches wide by about 5.5 foot. And I'll tell you what, it just in the couple days I've used it, it's just, I love it. I freaking love it. So if you're thinking about, even buying one, but then you're going off the holes and everything, because I'm just going to go off these of how I use it. And some of the stuff, I took some tips from the internet, a lot of things over time, but some people, they go off these 1,600 drawings, and the 1,600 drawings, they had different, there was like 7 to 8 tables in the room they're talking about, and they all look like a process, almost an assembly. They talk about Ford having an assembly line. I think basically those woodworkers were an assembly line because the holes are all lined up, and one would probably pass part of a project from one person to another, or they'd all work on them different pieces of a project, but they had all the holes. And this way you could put if somebody's woodwork, you buy a woodworking bench with holes already in it, sure, they might work, but not going to have your signature on it. But anyway, if you're thinking about one, just let me put down as they are a definite difference in working with wood. Cutting these, I cut these with my my saw today, and just big old piece of wood, like it was about 4x4, and I just slammed it, held it in place with that, and that was it, man. And of course I always use a rule at a straight line because I can't cut a straight line with my hand. I mean, I can on rough lumber, but I want this stuff to be nice and square. But it is definite difference if you're thinking about one.